Hello to all of you. I want to have a topic for today, how to learn a new language. First thing and foremost, take a course of the language that you want to learn. English, I've learned English from school. It's part of our curriculum. So I have no choice, but I also actually like English. That's why I took it as a course in college to have it as a major subject. But even though I've been to a course or I finished my course as an English teacher, I did not. I don't feel confident using English before. So what I did is I took a job that would require me to speak English, which is I took a customer support job for Americans. So that was my early job. So when I took the job, that's where I used English a lot of times. So I use English. Imagine I work 8 hours a day, so I use 8 hours a day English, and I talk to Americans whose mother tongue is English. So you would learn more if you would use it more, of course. So second tip is relate it to your language. When I was learning English, also Danish, I translate it in my own language to understand it more. I'm always finding what is it in Tagalog? What is that word in Tagalog, So I would understand it more. I know how to use it or when to use it, If I would understand that expression, I sometimes write the way I would pronounce it in Tagalog so I could pronounce it right. So that's a good thing if you could relate it to your language. I have some notebook where I have translations from Danish word that I learned, and then I'll write it in Tagalog. So I know, okay, that is that word. And then yes, that's where you could easily learn the language if you would be familiar on how to use it and what's the meaning of those words, So number 3 is practice. Practice it to the person who speaks that language. If you knew someone who speaks Spanish and you want to learn Spanish, so practice with that person. If you want to learn English, depends of if it's American English or British English, so practice with that person. I've learned Danish because my mother-in-law, as soon as I finished my module 2 in Danish, she started to talk to me in Danish. Even though my Danish is not that, my Danish vocabulary is not that big, it adds up, because you use it, then you would not forget those language. You will not forget those sentences, those words you've learned, because you're using it. So practice. Number 4 is be patient. It will not take only 6 months, 1 year, 2 years. Sometimes it takes a lot of years. Even though I live in Denmark for 12 years, some people think I speak okay Danish, or okay. For me, I still feel the insecurities that I'm still not good enough. I want to learn more. I want to be really good at it. So I have to be patient. And number 5 is don't get discouraged. If you don't sound like the Danish, or if you don't sound like the people who speaks that language, it's okay, because it's not your mother tongue. You're not born with that language. So you just learn it. So it's okay. Don't get discouraged if people are laughing at you or mocking you or insulting you or make fun of you. If you really want to learn that language, then focus. So it's okay. Take it as a challenge. Take it as a challenge for you to be better. Okay, did I pronounce it wrong? Could you tell me how to pronounce it right? And then try to practice and learn it, and then in the future you will say it and you would understand the language. like, maybe not 100%, but 80%, at least you would be able to understand what people are talking about around you, or you could read books in their language. Nowadays I read book in Danish and English, and I'm very, very satisfied and happy that I could understand both language. And of course I also have books in Tagalog. So those are the tips in learning language. Good luck, and hope you would be fluent in whatever language you chose to learn. So bye bye.